Thank you for that, Latavia. I can confirm it is still foggy out here on the Halifax waterfront, but we've actually made it on board of the Margaret Brooke, and we are going to be joined by Commanding Officer Terry Shire to talk a little bit about this ship. And I've heard from sailors that she's the best commanding officer, so thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you so much for having you on board. It's amazing to see you.
You got the memo of the weather because you wore a hat and your hair back. Part of being a sailor is knowing the weather, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's a very typical Halifax day today.
Talk to us a little bit about the ship. This is a newer one in the Canadian fleet.
Yeah, so Margaret Brooke is the second of 6 Arctic and offshore patrol vessels, so commissioned in 2022. So it's rated for basically what's called Polar Class 5, which means we can break about a meter ice. And so we've been operating north in the Arctic, south in the Antarctic, and in the Caribbean.
That's amazing. So we were hearing some fun stories before you guys joined us about your last adventure. So talk to us a little bit about that.
So it was an amazing adventure. We just arrived back home in early May, so we were gone for about 4 months. And so we left all the way from Halifax, east coast of South America, spent about a month in Antarctica, saw a lot of penguins, did a lot of science. We had a team of 15 scientists on board, all Canadian, and it was the first all-Canadian scientific expedition down in Antarctica. And then we came up the west coast of South America, still supporting relationships and defense relationships with the region through the Panama Canal and then back home. So it was really an amazing trip.
That's incredible. So how long have you been with the Navy, and why did you decide to join?
So this summer marks 23 years for me, so I joined right out of high school. I'll be honest, it was the free education. It's just a little plug for that. So I was able to get university paid for and a job right afterwards for 5 years. And then here I am 23 years later.
Here you are, commanding officer, almost celebrating 1 year of that, correct?
Yes, yeah, it just took over just last year.
Amazing. So what is it about Fleet Week that's so important for not only civilians to see, but for international relations as well?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, the biggest thing is to share our story. This crew has been able to do some really awesome things over the last year and beyond, and even earlier. So we've got some great experience to share with the local public, and not only just in Halifax, but because of doing these kind of amazing interviews, we get to kind of share it throughout Canada for sure. But then also just to celebrate, we have individuals from international people visiting us for either receptions or other visits, and to commemorate some of the amazing things that the Royal Canadian Navy's done.
Amazing. Okay, so we did talk about a little bit of the raising of the colors. I thought it had to do with relations, but it's completely different. What is it about?
So every day at 8 o'clock and then at sunset, we raise and we lower our colors, which is basically the flags that you see at the stern and the bow. But then also we have a whole bunch of flags. So if you're down in Halifax at all today, and anybody who's listening, you'll see all of our warships have a number of flags all located around us. And every single one of those flags represents either a number or a letter. So sometimes we spell out things to say congratulations and to commemorate big events.
Amazing. And we hear some foghorns in the back because it is continuing to be foggy. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Anytime. It was a pleasure.
I want to try and ring the bell, though, because anyone can ring the bell, right?
Anyone can ring the bell.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. But for now, it's back to you in the studio, ladies.
Thank you so much, Brianne. So much going on, so much lived experiences. Yeah. I want to know all the stories.
Me too. Really great ambassador. Love to see two passionate people loving their work.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Lots happening at Fleet Week. Here are just some of the things going on. We've got a few boards to share with you. First of all, the Dragon Boat Race, pop-up concert with the Stadacona Band, ship tours. The entire schedule's at hfxfleetweek.ca. And this is all happening today.
Wow.
We have this website that's on our website. If you just want to go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca, it's all there. Ship tours tomorrow, family fun in the park, legacy and light, a tribute to service and ancestral Mi'kmaq tradition. And of course, all the details on our website too. Finally, on Sunday, ship tours, the last post ceremony, and Fleet Week Rugby Coast to Coast Cup 2025. There's also a drone show scheduled. So much to see. Again, go to that website or check out ours and get all the details. What a great weekend. I know the weather is going to literally clear up, and so it's going to make Fleet Week much nicer. Latavia's going to have one more look at our weather, and we'll wrap up the show right after this. Do stay with us.